Good evening, RF Gen casting crew. It's your old pal, the unbearable Neomagicwarrior, and we're here to take a brief look at the hotness that is Dead Cells version 1.0. I've gotten relatively far in this game, so we're going to take a brief look and take a look at what Dead Cells is. So for those of you who don't know, Dead Cells is a Metroidvania-style game. To explain some of what's happening here, here's all of the things that I've unlocked. And all of the empty things are things that I haven't unlocked. Oh boy. Oh goody. For those of you who are playing the home game, I have random items as my starting things here. So we're going to see how well that works out for us. We have a terrible loadout. There are three major classes of primary weapon. As I turn my headset volume down here. The bows, the melee weapons, to which I have a foot at the moment. And, sorry, I'm concentrating. There's grenades of sorts, there's all sorts of shields. I have to Spartan kick this guy. Or legally distinguishably Spartan kick. The goal is to collect those soul-looking things that are also, again, legally not souls, because that would be a Dark Souls infringement. They are cells, kind of like some genetic cell. Here we have our first scroll of power, as I'm going through here fast. And so you have here, there's brutality, tactics, and survival. And if you look down on the bottom, as I scroll across these things, like here you can see the arrow over top of my sandal, showing that that item will get additional damage. Typically, I like to go very brutality heavy in my item choices. So we're going to start out with that. Man, the Spartan kick is actually working out for us. I have never used the Spartan kick. Man! My controller decides that it wants to be weird and try and make me turn around in ways that I don't want it to. You can see dudes with shields. Everybody's animations are pretty well kind of telegraphed with that exclamation mark, which you can shut off. You can change most of the overlay of this game if you want. All the way up through what type of items show up. Oh, thank goodness. We're going to get rid of this. But you can change the style of food items in the game. You can make it a character a vegetarian or Castlevania inspired. Which is what I'm using. That golden door was a pay door. Had to use some gold to open it. Or I could have smashed it open and been cursed. The curse is kill 10 enemies without getting hit, which is kind of brutal. Oh goody, treasure chest. And we've got our first grenade. An infantry grenade here. Nice. These big portals that I've been passing by are teleporters. So we've got a nice overworld map here. Looks like there's plenty of stuff left over here. I'm going to go ahead and check this out. And I do apologize, this is a very suboptimal run. There is also some story that's kind of been showing up. Malaise, they're all affected, not die here. Also, I forgot to mention this game is available for, I believe, PS4, Switch, and PC. I am playing the PC version, so I believe Xbox is the only one's kind of left out of this. Which is a shame, because I really feel like they would have deserved a good port of this. Unless I'm mistaken and there's an Xbox port, and then, in which case, just correct me, I'm wrong. That's a comment. I've unlocked all sorts of cool abilities, like that stomp. Through the ground is not a thing we can start off with. I believe I need to make it through the toxic sewers in this particular point in my life. And as you go through the game, you will die a lot. But what carries over from game to game are some of your special abilities, as well as this guy. This guy is the collector. And he collects the cells that you've collected. As you can see, I've got 8 left. And you spend them on unlockables. So here I've got 16 more till I unlock this ice shard weapon. I spent all of them. But as soon as I unlock that item, he'll drop one for me, so I get to play with it immediately. But it also unlocks it to drop for the remainder of the area. So the game will continue to drop that item. Here is the minor weapon forge. Right now it's not worth upgrading any of my gear. And then you get mutations. You get a mutation every level that you finish. I'm going to take this one. So extra health after enemies die. We have refillable health potions and health after every level as well. Similar to a Dark Souls Estus flask. Now we're going into the toxic sewers. We've been playing this game for 3 minutes of 21 seconds of active game. It pauses you when you're in an area like that, or in a shop, something like that, because it's got these doors that we were not fast enough for. They are time doors, and as you can see, there's 12 cells and some money immediately right there if we were to have moved quicker. 9 times out of 10, it's not worth it. Also, in case you didn't see it, the sword made my enemy explode into fire, and then apparently my infantry grenade does extra damage to poison enemies. So that's nice to know. This game has a lot of ability stacking and things like that. Here. Also, those guys have a really far range apparently. Your character has a very satisfying jump and ledge grab, and the entire feel of this game very much feels right. The combat, which is pretty much what you're here for, is good. All of the enemies feel varied in ways that seem meaningful and interesting. I'm gonna not die. I'm gonna go ahead and test this flask here. I am playing poorly. One thing that I'm not a huge fan about, and this kind of gets rectified in some of the later levels, is that when you realize where you're safe, you just kind of sit there and poke at things if you're not on a time trial run. Furthermore, stuff like that'll happen. Enemies just kind of pop out of nowhere. Mainly on this level. Although, to be fair, I have not seen the whole of this game. I've seen what appears to be a last boss fight for a run. And this game is, in fact, run-based. Speed running encouraged. It also has really neat Twitch integration, which if we had enough people who followed the Twitch page, I'd like to give a shout out. Also, shout out to the RF Generation Twitch page, twitch.tv/RF Generation, running currently Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Still red soon. Disposed Hero. Go check that out if you have not already. Yeah, as you can see, these guys, they explode when they die. The bats also burst into an explosion if you let them live. All of the enemies need to kind of be taken out in unique unique considerations with them. As you explore, you get better. It also encourages exploring, which is interesting because it encourages moving fast as well with those doors. I do apologize for continued shooting in the wrong direction. That's the throw on my joystick on my controller. Set a little too sensitive. So that he sprung back. Same problem. So here we have a scroll that will only enhance one of our skills. We're going to take that one because it also enhances our mutation. Good. Ah, and we died. Cool. That happened. So we lost all those cells. They're just dead. And now here we get the animation of our self coming back to ourself. And then because we've unlocked some stuff, we get some money again. And can start over from the beginning. So let's do one more. One more real quick here. Some of these doors that you see, I'm just kind of passing by because I haven't unlocked them yet. So I don't even know what's there. The game has a ton of secrets. Also now instead of a bow, I have kunai. Ah, there we go, there's a pastry. But I don't need them at full health. Why would I need that? So far, this game it's really kind of caught me. It's the right amount of pacing yourself and really trying to just take your time, as well as, hey, move real quick and dispatch these enemies. It's got a nice pace to it without being plotted. That and the combat. The combat feels fantastic in this. I don't know that I can really describe it other than it feels good. It feels very Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Maybe a little faster. I could, if I wanted to, really kind of ignore most of these guys. Secret wall money. The teleporters are also a really, really great bonus. As my family decides it wants to make all of the dogs bark at once, apparently. So here we are down to the collector. And as you saw before, we only had 8 cells left here on the ice shard. Now we've got 3. If we make it through this next area, we get that. Nothing I want in particular. And we're going to take Dead inside this time for 30% HP, just right now. We're at full health, so we'll just keep on trucking. And then now to slowly make our way. By slowly, I mean not slowly at all. I want this door that we made with 13 seconds to spare. All right. We get 10 cells and another scroll of power. Just gonna throw into brutality. Trying to make this sword upgrade faster. For some reason, doesn't want to give us weapons. Sometimes, because it is procedurally generated, it does kind of shortchange some of the runs. It does make it a little almost luck-based feeling. Enough patience, you can really kind of take out anything you want. That was a dumb mistake. Particular area, I'm supposed to be being much more cautious than I am. But we're on stream, and what fun is that? And throw caution to the wind. Although if we find a store, boy, are we going to outfit ourselves much better than we are right now. So just ignore those guys. Here's a scroll. Take some money. Ooh, good! This is a blueprint. Velman's Whip. And it's a rare blueprint. So what that means, blueprints get unlocked on the menu at the collector if you can make it to the end of the level with them. So we are very much going to change up our strategy of, hey, let's run headlong through this level, to, hey, let's get to this door as safely as we can right now. Because if we can make it through the door, I get to keep that item. I mean, granted, I still have to unlock that item by going ahead and spending souls on it, but it shows up. That is a shield. Shields, I think, are the only weapon that I'm not really a fan of, and it might just be that I'm just not good with them. The little icons next to my kunai, as you can kind of see, indicate how many of I have. So you'll have seen some of the items that, like, arrow stuck an enemy. It's a means so that you can't just spam them. And they come back to you once the enemy's dead. Most times. Oh! He wanted to come give us a hug. I was not going to oblige him. Ow! Then we're going to be cautious. I want that right. We're going to heal. There are multiple areas. I know I've only shown 2 so far. I know that I'm having to slow down on this one a little bit. Keyword being a little bit. Come on. Can I get over here? So I need to go over, down. Trying to follow my mini-map here. Follow my nose! As you can would say. Yeah, Dead Cells has been on sale everywhere. Now that it's in, version 1.0. It's super highly recommended. Oh, I forgot that we still don't have bombs. It's a real weird development to not have a bomb. Twice in a row. Really. These are some teleport runes. So we've picked up a wolf trap. So essentially, it's a bear trap. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And it's not great. But it stops enemies from moving. It does damage. As you can see, the bombs, grenades, skills, etc. are on cooldowns over there in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. So after I use it, it sits there for a bit. No! Ah! That was awful. Man. Ugh. That was terrible. I'm gonna say we do one more quick. Hooray here. Kinda want to show something different. There we go, I've got a Molotov cocktail here. Much better weapon. And a shop immediately with all stuff I don't really want. I've been playing enough to know what items I do and don't really do. Try. Actually, flex bow. Better ranged option. I attempt to try and get us somewhere new. Ooh. I will take twin daggers, please. 500, Alex. And as you can see, each different weapon that I've picked up so far really has a neat, interesting set of attack patterns. Animations up there, right where I'm aiming to go. We're gonna head up here to the Promenade of the Condemned just to show one more area. As terrible at this as I am, but so also we get to unlock the ice shard here. So it slows down enemies, inflicts critical damage on wearers covered in oil, and you can oil different monsters and things. I'm screaming, get out of here. But anyway. So here we go. We spend our last soul. There is the ice shard that we've got. It looks like it's an ice grenade of some sort. Take that. Quickly refill health. Yell at my sister some more. And, alright. So we'll take a quick brief look at the... Yes, quick brief. At the Promenade of the Condemned. And then call this video over. And as you see, this looks nothing like the previous area. Thank goodness. Also, notice the ice is frozen, and monsters get stuck in it. There's a lot of neat little touches like that. Are really making Dead Cells quite interesting game. As I attempt to jump from too far. Hey, I can go here now. And we got infantry grenade. Cool. Sorry, the slam down ability is new for me. Here's one of those, the rooms, it's a treasure room, but it's a pick one. And I honestly don't really want either, so we'll take the wolf trap. I like my dual swords. They're much better use of our time. These sword guys teleport after you if they've seen you. Best to just try not letting them see you. And yes, it's got weird platformy spike areas. Doesn't everyone? Hey, what are you? A gardener's key. I don't think I can do much with that quite yet. That was a floor I didn't want to break through. Shield. Ow. See, I'm kind of playing kind of risky just to get to the end of this level. Like, eagerly get on to the next area. Which is right up here. And it's the ramparts, but you'll have to buy the game and check it out yourself if you want to see that. It's called Dead Cells, available on PC, Switch, and PS4. As always, I've been the unbearable Neomagicwarrior, and make sure to check out the RF Generation Twitch account. Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays as of now. But until then, have fun, and go play some stuff.